Hey everybody, hope you're well. I found a very interesting unit. I bet $450 on it, but a bet of $310 won, which is good. Here in the description it says something. A lot of documents. And this is also good because that scares off other buyers. And indeed, these boxes are used for files, that is, for documents. And there are a lot of these boxes here, but actually you see inside there's something wrapped in paper. Most likely it's dishes. And there are a lot of boxes on this side. I expect that there aren't any documents here, but rather something else. And what I noticed, the most important thing, first of all, do you see where this line is hidden? This is an expensive reel for deep sea fishing. It can be real pricey. And there are many more tackle boxes like this, and so there might be a lot more gear inside, which in theory sells very well. And I also noticed the inscription, electric trains. These are electric trains. They are collectibles and very expensive. And if these boxes are not documents, but trains, then in theory, they can get some good money. How much can electric trains cost? For example, here's just a toy set. This one is from Lionel Company in 2017. It was sold for $18,500. Therefore, I think, honestly, we can try. And along with the commission, the unit costs $350, and I suggest we go and see what's inside. They opened this unit for me. I won't clean it out today. I'll come do that tomorrow. But I want to see if there is a lot of garbage inside there. So, what about these fishing rods? Oh, no, there's more than one coil here. 1, 2. It's a powerful fishing rod. Bend Senator 6.0, made in USA. Excellent. Maybe the unit is already strayed. There's some empty boxes. And here are the spare parts from the electric trains. And if there are no files in here and all this is just for the train, it'll be much better. Nope. There are books here. I mean, it's better than files, but it's still not as good as a train. More books. More books. Ah, here are the trains. Trains that cost money. And the trains turned out to be manufactured by the Gilbert Company. They started producing them in the 30s. And that's how much they were sold for, $600. But this is the 26th page of the search. If we go to the first one here in 1934, Gilbert was sold for $4,250. That's what a trailer looks like. If you look at how much they put up, then you can find models for going up to $10,000. That being said, what should we do? We need to sort through everything here that's in the boxes and see if there are expensive models in there. There are a lot of them here. I mean, I think with these trains with one box, I've already recaptured the entire unit completely. We arrived on the second day. Look how beautiful it is. Brown Sharp caliper. It's good company. And quite an expensive thing. Here's a new one that they put up for $260, used 112. Well, I think the $70 should go. I talked to the manager. He said that there was a very elderly man. He doesn't have any relatives who could take it all away, so he just left it all, and that's it. There are no cigarettes. The man was not a non-smoker. And the account balance is $49,770. Books about fishing. Guns. Well, it's not Hans Christian Andersen, but guns. Maybe we'll find something here. Duckhoff. Solzhenitsyn. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. It's a B-52. Maybe even everything's in this place? I think, yeah, everything's probably in this place. Sticker. How many bombs are included? Well, it's a bomber. And this model was sold at auction for $46 plus shipping. Here it was sold for $50 plus shipping. I think you can bet $40. Look, there are some cards here. And an album with cards. With protectors. Well, this... Okay. And there was nothing expensive in the box with the photo equipment except for this camera. And it costs around $100. The rest of the cameras and lenses are $10, $15, $20. Therefore, I propose to estimate the box at $150. Basketball. Even some baseball cards. Cantaflex. Oh, what's this? Limited edition club. This particular book is inexpensive. They put it up for $50, and it was sold for $18 plus shipping. I think that it could probably be pawned for $15. But some of the books in this club were sold for a lot, like $900 for the collection. Moby Dick for $1250, and even a book for $1,500. Records. Columbia. This is Rossville. Candlestick 2. Rossville. An American company in principle, its products are not particularly expensive. They are widespread. But there are extremely rare items for which collectors are willing to pay a lot of money. Here the vase was sold for $1,500, here for $1,900, and here there was an offer for $12,900. If you look at the sales history, here it was sold for $10,000, and here for also $10,000. These are vases for $950, Here, 9,500. What's so unusual? Whoa. Norman Rockwell. Maria, best wishes. So, finally got our hands on the trains. American Flyer. That's what it's called. Well, that's what it's like. Columbus 960. What are we taking? Gold? No. And then what? Niagara Falls. Oh. Santa Fe. What's the train? A platform train. Another Santa Fe. One on one side, then the other on the other. And suddenly it's necessary to abruptly in the other direction. And Santa Fe. Railway carriage. And so the Santa Fe locomotives, these units were sold for $315, $450, $560, $660. And new ones in boxes are sold for $700, $800, and even $1,125. But there are some rare wagons that cost $1,800 per unit. We need to check the boxes more carefully. Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there were 12 units in the box at an average cost of $50 per car, plus Santa Fe. I would estimate the box is $600. Well, then we'll see how we sell it. Maybe there will be something super rare and expensive. 1977. Beautiful. These are Christmas plates, 1977. Each year has its own drawing. This one is inexpensive. Well, 90-odd plates of this Royal Copenhagen Company were sold for $5,600. And also in the sales history, you can see how other sets of this company were sold for $19,000 and for $18,000, for $16,500. Expensive dishes. Real expensive. This looks like a military uniform. And now, okay, didn't get it. I'm showing you. What is this? Yves Saint Laurent? Oh, yeah, all three of them. Original. Yeah, it looks like a uniform, but actually... And I found exactly the same model of suit, and a couple of months ago it was sold for $280. For a faster sale, I would suggest evaluating it at $200. Okay, there's some glass here. It's pretty. A wooden car. Oh, something's falling off of it. Germany. More books about guns. And another antique weapon. Well, if there are so many books about ancient weapons, do you think that we're getting on the right track? Alright, this is another beauty. 1976. Copenhagen. Navidad is Christmas, right? Feliz Navidad. Ladro. Spain. I mean, of course it's written in Spanish. Navidad 1971. Here the price tag is $29.50. Little Women. And it's also sad. Britannica. Gross Tendon is a whole box. Grosvenor is an old, expensive American publishing house. They mostly print children's books, and you can buy them inexpensively. $1, $2, $5, $10. But they also have rare specimens that can cost up to $100. Here, let's say like this Donald Duck book. It was sold at auction for $135. Therefore, if there's nothing special in the box, then the box will be sold for at least, $50. Well, this is an old one, isn't it? And this is an expensive French company, Limoges, and the plates separately cost $50, $60, and $70. Some cost $100, but how much were the kits sold for? Let's say that a set like this with fish that was sold for $4,800, or a set like this. But there are about 100 items there, $4,400, and the dishes are not cheap. Therefore, I think you can pawn this plate for $40. This is some iron. It's like iron. I think it's energized. It's electric. Oh, and here's the remote. And a scale from 10 to 90. It'll just be like lightning, a fast ride. This is just a kid's box with cards. We'll see. Here's some more cards here. Yeah, but they're new. They're sealed up. A battery. Binoculars. 750 stellar. Nikon. By the way, it actually might be worth it. And with a Nikon like this, with a lens and a battery, I think it's quite realistic to sell it for $100. Here they were sold at $140 and $150. This is for pipes. That's how it's put in. Wow. Both cannons. So these last two models are inexpensive. You can try to get $50 for both of them. Yeah, the lighters like this. Piece of electric. It's very nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, some more trains. Burlington. An electric locomotive. And these are some more over here. Yeah, you can probably sell this at once. This is the Tyco company. These models of trains are not particularly expensive. The box will cost from $50 to $100. Chattanooga, sorry, correction. Only Chattanooga will sell for $50. Therefore, at least $100 per box. No, it's not just papers. Oh, look what I found. Wow. Well, that's an awesome badge. It says Magnum calibers here. Bullet sizes. And this is the Weatherby company, a gun company. They produce hunting rifles. And such Weatherby Magnum buckles were sold for $50, $60, $70, $100, $120, and even $200. And it doesn't even have a case, it's used. So I suggest putting $50 for it. And here is a 12-string guitar, Harmony. The situation with the guitar is still pretty unclear. Here they were sold for $150, for $300, for $220. They're also put up for $700 and even $100. Kurt Cobain played on this. Oh, what if this was his guitar? A couple of these knives. This is Utica. This is Ulster. Man, it's a little rusty, but... Utica and Ulster, it's about the, 50s and 60s. These are the knives used by the Boy Scouts. And you have to be very careful when you use them. Well, firstly, they're sharp, and secondly, in terms of sale, they can cost $10. But let's say Utica was sold for $525, and the Utica was sold for $420. The same goes for Ulster. Here they're sold for $10, but some copies went up to $1,500 and even some for $2,000. Here they are very similar to each other, and before selling them, you sort of need to study them really carefully. And here's another Ulster. There are two of them, as it turns out. Sig Resentip 2617. I think there's like a whole set going on here. Resentip Dub, too. Some fishing cases, and see how many there are over there. There's a bunch. There's a question is, what do they have inside? Detroit, USA. They also happen to be, by the way, expensive. Oh, what a hook. Well, you guys, let's go fishing. I only have one fishing rod for fishing and a refrigerator for beer, and that's it. And here, look, there's so much over here. This coil is unusual. It's metal. Yeah, you just gotta spruce it up a little bit. And now it's in nice working condition. Who would you catch with this? Tell me. Tuna? Tuna. Look at the spinner. Made in France. So our topic is going to be fishing gear. And these are the winners of today's draw, selected from comments with keywords. Here, look, it's also like this. Yeah, it's not like every fish you wanted something for this. You just won't be able to physically master it. The gear goes away relatively quickly. Fishing gear is for year-round. And as soon as gear goes on sale, then the gear can be sold really quickly, Something old. Wow. 1929. And it turns out that this was a book by Ernest Hemingway. Here it was sold for $150, here for $20, and here for $350 because it was the first edition. Therefore, it's necessary to review all the books carefully. They're in poor condition, but maybe there's something really rare. Okay, well, look at this. Whoa. That's a nice thing. It's like a round. That's awesome. It's a rattle. It's a little rattle type thing. And this is like a glass thing. Wow, wait, what else comes out? A jug with the inscription Sophia. More trains. There's a bridge. Electric locomotive. Railway. Log truck. And these are the trains of the Buckman Company. Not particularly expensive, but I think that for at least $50, the box could definitely be sold. It's like a little gravy boat or something. It's got like this little neck. And look, for $19. And this is the company I'm thinking of. Yep, Royal Dalton, that's it. These things can be really expensive. And I know that in a large size, they were sold at a really expensive rate. Rare mugs were sold for $1,600, $2,000, $2,300, and $3,000. And even up to $5,000. And here they are sold for 10, 15, 20, even at $50 a piece. $3. Royal Dalton. So, in this, you know what? And that Itaki. Well, that's more for the collection. What's being so well packed here? Ladro. What a beauty. That's $40 in price. The Spanish company Ladro translates to the core. Handmade porcelain products, very popular with collectors. They have a very wide price range, and their figurines can be found for both $10 and $15. And they're also very expensive copies. For example, these were sold for $3,500. Here's $3,500, and here's $3,500. And this is the 12th page of the search. What will happen if you switch to the first one? And on the first one, you have $11,000, $12,000, $15,000. And such a composition was sold for $27,500. As for this particular statuette, it was actively sold for $50, and the price also reached up to $120. Therefore, I would put a minimum of $50 probably for this one, for this statuette. So, and this right here is also Ladro, but it's something big here. The most expensive Ladro that I came across was sold for about $500 and a penny. Price of $250. And the number is F18A. Well, the stick fell off. Here it is. And this figurine was sold for $300, $250, $250. But considering that it's without a box, I would lower the price for $200 for Patrick's sale. 50 states. What is 50 states? Well, it's a start. It's already not bad. The beginning is half the battle. What's this? Oh, it's a watch? Yeah, it's not gold, but... Oh, that's another thing. You can make something precious. Don't you think? $9.25. This is silver. Look. Ba-bam. We'll take the buck. Seiko. Here's an interesting watch. Well, I mean, it's not what's behind it. It's a pretty common inside. It's glass lid. Oh, they're closing soon, so that means we have to move quick now. Alright, what's this thing? Digital Memory Display Lab. That's it. And so someone puts up a display lab for $650, but in the history of sales, they were sold for $100 and $150. Therefore, we'll put a price of $100. And it has a system lab computer of the same size. I don't even know what it is. Alright, and this. What is this? Something big? Pretty quality wrapping job. So there must be something... Oh, here we go. That's good. This has got to be good, you guys. And such a Ladro figurine was sold for $145 or up to $180, $200, $230, $370, $390, and even $550. Well, Michael is new, in a box. Therefore, I would give her a $200 price range. Another such Naritaki was found, and the price tag on it is $40. And that should cost $40, right? Gold cufflinks. I like them. But no, I don't know about $40 for each, but 2 for $50 could be fine. Seriously, I really would like these gold cufflinks. We found some knives just like these. And the knives are called Case XX USA. Case is locked, and the key to the lock is inside. That's thought out well. They're open. And the knives have an engraving, patterns. It means that there are some custom handmade knives. And it follows from this that there are 100% non-standard knives at this company. Well, simple knives will not lie like that. The simplest knives at this company can be bought for $10 and for $15. And there are also a lot on sale for $50, $100, and $150. But there are also a lot on sale for $2,500 for just one knife. Here's how it is here. $2,500, $2,500, and even $3,500. But the knife was sold for $7,000. Therefore, the knives have to be looked at. And the best option is to put them up for auction with an initial bid of about $200 or $300. And then we'll see it about for how much they get sold. More Ladro. Okay. I think that we can do for around like $80 or so. $175. It's just crossed out. $125. Here's $550. Then $375, $175, $125. It was never sold. The fan on this side should stand so your hair's flowing back, you know what I'm saying? Aw. Look, this is a very rare collectible mushroom like this. This figurine was sold for $500, $400, $450, $350, and even $190. I would say that we put $250. Japanese. girl. The price tag was $45. And this little Mexican boy. This little Mexican boy sells from $60 to $200. Gremlins. Who remembers this movie? Horses? Well. What do we here? Yeah. And what do we have here right before your feet? 5. Whoa. What year? 1957. 1963. Awesome. Yeah, we sure stumbled upon something here. Yeah, they were just lying here. There's 50 more. Huh? What? $50? Yeah. It's the 1934 series. Now we can at least take it and get all the packages back, and that's it. You decided to double check all the packages, right? Right. I mean, no, I support that decision. It's good. I think that, you know what I found? Naritaki. It's the Smiyako series is what's called. Cups. Here's some cups. So, and here's the second batch of Naritaki. Same series. Here's a whole box of them, too. And moreover, everything's new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not a particularly popular Naritaki series, but I think that we can get at least $150 for 2 boxes. And we checked all the envelopes from the letters on the floor, but no one paid attention to the small bank envelope with the size of bills, and it almost became a mistake. Look what I just found. Oh, a flute. Cool. Whose is it? This is... Oh my god. Where did you find all that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Were they just lying there? Wow. Oh my god. You do realize that now you have to go through all these boxes and review all the packages, right? But I can tell you, this is the biggest find right here. I wouldn't have found it. And I'm like, I see a flashbang. Well, I mean, in short, the Watchman strayed from us, so. What kind of box did it fall out of? You know, I really suggest going back, picking up all the packages, and sort of sorting through everything. Because this may not be the last. But I used to have that much, of course. You just 74, 77... everything. Okay, we're done. We're gonna go halvesies on this. And damn, back to the flute. Okay, it should already cost a lot to make it interesting. It's silver. It's in good condition. $50, $160, $200, $250, and even $300. It'll be necessary to try to sell for at least $150. Due to the recent events of us finding these packages here, they were really there, and the money was really there. We decided not to go into a frenzy. Here I will tell you that they are closing, and we'll finish this tomorrow. So whoever plans on watching the second part, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. And I'll tell you a secret, the books on ancient weapons were there for a reason. So thank you guys for watching, and I wish everyone good health and good luck. Take care of yourselves. See ya.